Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today's topic is all about building strong, healthy relationships, and that all starts with boundaries. Boundaries are those invisible lines we draw around ourselves, both physically and emotionally. They help us feel safe, respected, and in control. Whether you're dealing with friends, family, or a romantic partner, setting healthy boundaries is crucial. Let's dive into 5 key tips. Tip number 1. Know yourself. Building healthy boundaries starts with introspection. Just like a house needs a strong foundation, understanding your own needs and values is crucial for setting boundaries that work for you. Ask yourself what makes you feel good and energized, and what drains your energy. Consider your time, your physical space, and your emotional capacity. For instance, do you thrive on social interaction, or do you need dedicated, quiet time to recharge? Do you enjoy helping others, or do you find yourself constantly pulled in too many directions? By taking stock of these preferences, you can start to identify situations that make you feel uncomfortable or taken advantage of. Is it a friend who constantly unloads negativity without offering solutions? Or perhaps it's a family member who gives unsolicited advice, even when you haven't asked for it. Recognizing these situations is the first step towards understanding what boundaries you need to put in place to protect your well-being. Tip number 2. Communicate. Now that you've identified your boundaries, it's essential to communicate them clearly and respectfully. This doesn't have to be a dramatic confrontation. Instead, focus on using I statements to express your needs in a way that's honest and non-accusatory. For example, you could say, "I feel overwhelmed when people vent to me without asking if I have the emotional space for it." This approach highlights your feelings and opens the door for a healthy conversation. Here are some key communication tools to keep in mind. Directness. Be clear and upfront about your boundaries. Avoid vague statements that leave room for misinterpretation. Respect. Remember, the goal is to set boundaries, not start a fight. Focus on how situations make you feel, rather than placing blame on the other person. Tip number 3. Set limits. Establishing boundaries is crucial, but to truly safeguard your well-being, you need to follow through with clear limitations. Imagine boundaries as a fence, and limits as the gate. A fence might keep some things out, but a locked gate ensures control over access. Limits are the specific actions you take to uphold your boundaries. For example, if you decide on a no work calls after 9 p.m. boundary, your limit might be letting calls go to voicemail or turning off your phone entirely during that time. Limits can also involve consequences. If a friend constantly borrows money without paying you back, a limit might be politely declining future loans. By setting clear and firm limits, you increase the chances of your boundaries being respected and your well-being being protected. Tip number 4. Practice self-care. Contrary to popular belief, setting boundaries isn't an act of selfishness. It's the cornerstone of self-care. Just like a plant with healthy roots thrives, we need strong boundaries to flourish and offer our best selves to the world. Prioritizing our needs and well-being cultivates inner peace and a greater capacity for genuine connection. Imagine yourself as a cup. By scheduling activities that recharge you, whether it's getting lost in a good book, embracing the serenity of nature, or nurturing connections with supportive friends, you're filling your own cup first. This self-care allows you to pour into others authentically, with a heart overflowing from your own well-being. Saying no to things that drain your energy isn't about shutting people out. It's about showing up fully for the things and people that truly matter. with the generosity that stems from a cup that's brimming, not depleted. Tip number 5. Be flexible. Life isn't static, and neither should your boundaries be. There will inevitably be situations that require flexibility. Perhaps a close friend hits a rough patch and needs more emotional support than usual. In these instances, it's important to be understanding and have open conversations about adjusting your boundaries temporarily. The key is to find compromises that work for everyone while still prioritizing your own well-being. Remember, healthy boundaries are a two-way street. Just as you deserve to have your boundaries respected, so do the people in your life. Open communication and mutual respect are the cornerstones of strong relationships. By being clear about your needs and being receptive to the needs of others, you can navigate these situations with compassion and maintain healthy connections. After all, boundaries aren't about building walls. They're about creating a safe and supportive space for everyone involved. So there you have it. Setting healthy boundaries is a journey, not a destination. Be patient with yourself and the people in your life as you learn to communicate your needs. Remember, strong boundaries lead to stronger, more fulfilling relationships. If you enjoyed this video, leave a thumbs up and subscribe for more content on healthy relationships. And in the comments below, let me know what other topics you'd like to see covered. Thanks for watching.